Mister? How do you operate this Twitter thing or this Instagram thing or whatever the heck? You're supposed to know all this stuff. Anyway, welcome.
Don't look now. But here come the Dubs.
Yep.
Saturday was supposed to be their undoing when they faced a team as gritty as them in the Detroit Pistons. Now, I give the Pistons all kinds of credit. They gave the Warriors hell for 48 minutes. But it was the last 90 seconds that showed you and are beginning to show you the makings of a possible dynastic return of the Warriors. Victor's right. This was the trip they were supposed to make hay on this recent 5-game trip. They went 4-1. They start out better against Philadelphia. In Philadelphia, that's a clean sweep. Then they come home. They grit one out against the Detroit Pistons. And this is a Warriors team that loves to shoot the basketball, but didn't shoot the ball well at all on Saturday until the final 5 minutes, when somehow they finally found their stride, grabbed the lead, and then it was nip and tuck the entire way. Matter of fact, Golden State started that game Saturday night with a 9-0 run. And a lot of people thought, okay, this is easy money. Let's go to bed. Wrong answer. Detroit came back with an 8-0 run of their own, and game on.
And to think that the next 6 games for the Dubs are at home.
Yep. So they got a chance to really, really make some hay these next 6 games. What are the next 6 games?
Against the Knicks. Hang on a second. It's the Trailblazers tonight, Kings on the 13th, Knicks on the 15th, Nuggets 17th, Bucks 18th, Raptors 20th. And then they're on the road for 6 as well against the Hawks, Heat, Pelicans, Spurs, Grizzlies, and Lakers.
Oh, man. The absolute wildest of the wildest of the wild.
Run the table.
But they're going to have some difficulty with a couple of these teams because these lower level teams have a way of sneaking up on the Warriors, and that's just fact. Okay,
I could see Denver and Milwaukee giving them issues on the homestand.
Oh yeah. Jokic is nothing to play with. Giannis is nothing to play with.
And Dame's starting to look back in form too, so don't sleep on Dame either.
But back into form, that describes this current run of Golden State. As I said, 9 of their last 10.
You know why Jimmy Butler's so good now? Because he's out of Miami.
Not only out of Miami, he is getting the Kevin Durant benefit of playing with Steph and playing with Steve Kerr.
Yep.
He's getting that benefit of not having to be the guy, but knowing he can be the guy, because he was the guy Saturday night.
Yeah.
He was the guy Saturday night. He made big play after big play for them down the stretch. And there's a weapon the Warriors may be getting back very soon. His name is Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah, Butler went 26-9-5 in 37 minutes in the win against Detroit Saturday.
That was a
solid stat line.
Yep. That's a 5. It was a 5-point win, 115-110.
Curry, of course, led the way with 32, 3, and 4.
But that was a tough, I'll tell you, that was a tough 32 points. That was a tough 32 points. But he got there. He helped get him there. And now this pairing, Jimmy Buckets and Chef Curry, is doing something no one expected to happen. And that's giving the NBA all kinds of problems, including one more fight with the Lakers this year, which if things go on this homestand and their next road trip for the Warriors' next 12, they have 6 at home and 6 on the road. If they go 10-2 in this next stretch, that last game against the Lakers just might be for the Pacific Division lead or the Pacific Division crown. I know it's major early, but remember the team that the Lakers faced early on in the year, or in the mid part of the year when the Warriors were in the slums, in the slumber. God dang it, I can't come up with the right word. When they were in their slump, that's the word I'm looking for.
I think you had it right the other ways too.
Yeah. But it's much different now. It's a much different Warrior team now. And as mentioned, they're on the verge of getting Kuminga back, which means another 20-point piece in their puzzle.
The last 6 for the Warriors, though, I'm looking at right now, and I'm a little tentative on saying Pacific Crown quite yet.
Yeah. We still got a ways. We got a month to go yet.
4 of the last 6 are at home. They got April 4th, the Nuggets, April 6th, the Rockets, April 8th on the road to Phoenix, back at home the 9th for the Spurs, on the road on the 11th for the Trailblazers, and then back at home for the Clippers to wrap up the season.
The Clippers are kind of on fire right now.
The one against the Clippers, especially after a buzzer-beating win last night, thanks to Kawhi Leonard. Leonard is out from under the shadow. Leonard is now out from under the shadow of Paul George.
Yeah, we had another Kawhi light last night.
Mm-hmm. That's a tough stretch.
These last 18 games are going to be something for Golden State. If they could pull out even 10-8 on this, they might be able to do some significant damage. But there would be a much better off going 12-6 or even 14-4 in these final 18.
In these final 18, if they go 14-4, do they have a chance to grab a top 4 seed?
That would be, let's see, they're 17 back overall. They're 5 back of the Lakers in the 2 seed right now. It could be possible because they do face all 4 teams ahead of them, Lakers, Nuggets, Grizzlies, and Rockets. They do face them in these final 18 games.
And one win against each of those teams will help in standings.
Because, let me just go back and take a look at things here. If I remember 100% correctly, they do have 2 against the Nuggets.
Yes.
They got 2 against the Nugs. They got 1 against the Lakers. So
one road with
Houston.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe they did have 1 with Memphis. Let me take a look. Yeah, they got 1 more with Memphis. So there's a possibility of picking up, 6 games right there.
I'd love for them to pick them all up. I'd love for them to pick it all up because they are hot right now. They are very hot. How big has Jimmy Butler been to this Golden State team?
Night and day difference. Night and day difference.
And a lot of that for me is attitude.
Yeah,
because they were missing something. The Warriors were missing something after they started 12-3. And now it just seems that swagger is back for them that says, hey, we can win any type of game, any type of way. Saturday's proof of that.
Yeah, they graded out Saturday.
Yep. Detroit held them to a 90-point pace, and yet the Warriors still had 115 points. Detroit should have stolen that game Saturday night.
Yeah,
if you
and they
really want to
didn't.
be honest, Detroit was playing error-free basketball up until the final 5 minutes.
I'm actually going to tell you right now, the one game that concerned me for Golden State that it's a good thing they pulled out was the one against Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm. When Steph hit that ridiculous.
Yeah. When Steph found the fact that he still doesn't have range. He's just his range is the doggone arena. Like, forget about it.
Like I said, when Steph hit that ridiculous one.
Yeah. And dropped 40 on him.
See, the game against Brooklyn, Steph hit one of those, oh, hell no, kind of threes and walked away. They should have been blown out of the water, down 27-5 to begin the game.
They were down.
I saw that score, and I said, baby, I'm going to bed.
They were down 35-15 after one.
Yep, 35-15. I saw that alert come in. And I looked at my wife, and she looked at me, and I said, I'm going to bed. She says, are you okay? No. She looked over my shoulder and saw the score. She said, yeah, you can go to sleep now. And then all of a sudden, about a half hour later, I opened my eyes to see Steph Curry hitting one of the most ridiculous shots I've ever seen him hit and walking away.
Well, the shot that Steph hit belongs in NBA 2K25. Let's be real. That's where the range was. I mean, that's one of those, you do that, someone's chucking their controller at their screen and walking away saying, screw this, I'm playing Fortnite. The game against Brooklyn proved that this team knows how to get the job done no matter what it takes. Exactly. They were down 20 in the first. They made up 15 points on Brooklyn in the second. They end up
a 40-point, my memory serves correct, a 40-point second quarter.
Yep.
40-point second quarter, folks.
And they were only down 5 at the half.
Down five at the half, and then it was game on.
Yeah.
It's like they're down 35-15 at the end of one, thinking run away, and the Warriors are like, okay, game on.
Now, let's be real. They're down 35-15 after one, and they got pissed.
Mm-hmm. They got mad. Oh, they got mad.
And then that's when Steph Curry went into his video game bag of tricks and said, watch